Yeah, no, thank you so much for all being so brave, putting yourselves out there, doing all sorts of different things. We had demos, we had presentations, we had storytelling. Yeah, no, that was really awesome. And that is a nice way to bring us to the end. We are going to do a little closing session now. We know in the afternoon we have more discussion, and we have the Birds of a Feather session for folks who want to get fingers on keyboard. But just to mark the end of the talk sessions, and for folks who do have to take off, we're going to do a little wrap up and closing now. So bear with me. Has everyone enjoyed themselves these 3 days? Yes. Great. I'm seeing a lot of nods. Okay. To finish, we'll do a few thank yous, and I'm going to invite someone to say a few words as well. But I'm going to try, inspired by all our lightning talk speakers, I'm going to try something new. Does anyone know what a Kahoot is? Yeah, have. All right. So it's my kind of signature ending to any summit I run, where we're going to do a Kahoot. Kahoot is really weird these days, so this may or may not work. So. Okay, how this works is this is an interactive quiz you can all take part in. So you go to that website, enter that PIN, and then we will... I don't want it to start so soon. All right, I'll see if we can pause that, but we do have prizes, so I do encourage you to get involved. The questions are going to be based on some of the talks we've seen. Whatever answer I say is the right answer is the final decision. No arguments will be entered into. And yeah, the more you're paying attention on the first day, the better you will do. Oh, look, we're getting an amazing set of folks in. That's great. Keep them coming. I think we could even do sound. Oh, yeah. We got music too. Okay, is anyone still trying to get in? We've got a whole bunch of folks there, 33. Okay. And Patrick, I'm going to get you up here later with the prizes. Just bring those out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna, last call for anybody trying to get in. We've got 35, okay, we're waiting. 36, 37. That's good. I'm glad you folks all stuck around for Friday. It will be well worth your while. Okay, we're gonna, shall we wait, Yogesh? Okay, all right, we're going. Welcome to the quiz. Okay, first question. Yes. Okay, what does C2SB stand for? And this is a fastest finger wins. So which of those things does C2SB stand for? Okay, got 27. I think some people should be allowed to win. All right, 29 of you said it is the Community Cryptography Specification Progress. I don't know why this is an autoplay, so it's going to go really fast. Okay, true or false? When it comes to cryptography, SIGSTAM only supports SHA-256 and that one. All right, 9 seconds. And this is from Rasmus' talk earlier this week. Right, most of you knew that. That is true. It's very opinionated. It sticks with those. Okay, who is Drop? I don't know who Drop is. Nice try. Okay, Tessa has some getting started examples. Which of these is not a current example in the repo? Try out these examples, folks. They're awesome. There's no such Kubernetes one. I like how 7 of you went for POSIX. No, there is actually a POSIX example. Oh, Hayden's coming in, as is Baz, but we don't know who Drop is. Okay, Sixto has a number of different projects. Which one is represented by this logo? You got to know the logo and you got to know the projects. Or just guess, because fast is good. Yes, the certificate authority. Not many people knew that. It's interesting. Josie jumps into the lead. Oh. All right, a brief shout out for folks in the Sixto community. Do join us at SixtoCon. I'll be there along with Hayden, Colleen, and a bunch of others. So, okay, and the talk on digital identity, which of these was not covered? It's an extra tricky one. This was Idona's talk, so she's gonna get that one. No help from Idona. Yeah, most of you saw the one that was made up. It's just the qualification transparency. How are we doing? Josie's holding on to that lead. All right, true or false? A witness can verify the contents of your log are legit. Inspired by Martin's Anteaters. That's false. Yeah, verifies the hashes. Okay, let's see if anyone can knock Josie off the top there. Okay, USB Armory meets its goals of reducing the attack surface of embedded system firmware by using which language framework? This is from Andrea's great talk on witnessing. Can't wait to see these answers. All right, I'm so glad no one's hit JavaScript. You're all doing well. Okay, some folks are on streaks. Let's go. 9 out of 12. Which of these was not a breakout space at Transparency Dev Summit? Fastest finger. This one's all about speed, if you were around yesterday. That's amazing. Everyone got that one right. So, does that change anything at the top? Oh, no. Shavin is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Nice. Okay, what bird became iconic at Transparency Dev Summit 2024? As if you need reminding, but... Oh, 3 have gone for an eagle. Okay, how many questions? Okay, 2 more to change things. In the SCT auditing talk, which of these was not a state-of-the-art PIR? We're not going to make things easy for you folks. Good luck. And I don't know if... ask Lena. Lena won't be your only help now. Yeah, unlike Frodo, which seems to be a hobbit, Baggins is not one, but the rest are. Oh, well done, Josie. Everyone else has been knocked off, but Josie's holding on. All right. For the Let's Encrypt Oak log, what is the typical daily bandwidth? And this is from Matthew's talk. And apologies if to any of the speakers if I have misrepresented your talk in any way, shape, or form. It was amazing, 10 terabytes, spiky data, but still, yeah, huge bandwidth. Okay, we have some winners. Matthew. Okay, let's get Josie, Matthew, and Martin. Come on up, and we will check the rest of the list to see if we can get the other folks. To Josie. So Josie, we've got you some transparency blocks to build some transparency systems. And yeah, a little memento of London. So we're going to get you all to, let me get a photo of you.
Do you want me to take the photo?
Sure. Yeah. All right. Can Josie get you the winner's podium?
Say transparency.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And if we can find the rest of that list, we might have some more. But yeah, I'm going to invite Bob Calloway to come and say a few words of closing. Please welcome Bob.
Thanks, Tracy. I'm glad that we were recording that, so now we have transparency for the results of the Kahoot as well. So I couldn't resist. So as Tracy said, my name is Bob Calloway. I run Google's open source security team, which includes our efforts around Trust Fabric, as well as Sigstore, Salsa, OSV, Deps.dev, and a slew of other projects as well. Our mission in this team is really to make the world and the internet more secure. I guess that resonates probably with everybody in the room. And so we spend a lot of time going into places where maybe the incentives don't necessarily exist for for-profit entities to make changes. And so really trying to build systems and apply them at scale to, again, make not just Google, but the world a safer place. There's three things that kind of came to mind as I was reflecting on this week. They all have thank you in them. So first off, thank you for all coming. I think this is, sometimes you come to events like these and there's a few people that are engaged and a lot of people are on their laptops and their phones and they're not paying attention. The energy, I think this last 3 days was really, really good. And that's because all of you showed up, all of you were engaged, having good conversations. So thank you for coming and being so engaged. Second, you probably don't hear this all that often because if we do our jobs really, really well, nobody knows that our stuff is here. So thank you for what you do. It's thankless work to be the plumber of the internet to underpin secure communication, whether it be TLS over the web, whether it be communication over end-to-end encryption. Whether it be the supply chain that we work with, a lot of that work goes unnoticed and unappreciated. And frankly, like I said, if we do our jobs well, nobody knows that our stuff is here. So thank you for all that you do to make the world a better place. And then finally, thanks for your partnership. I think when I think about the word that describes today, and my folks here will laugh because it's going to be a C word from the people that attended my last meeting. C word is community. And when I think about kind of the dynamics of community, oftentimes it's partnerships inside Google and working very closely with their Chrome team and with the Android team and many other groups within Google that we have to partner effectively. It's also partnerships with many of you that are here, even competitors necessarily of Google, where we rise above the fray and actually have meaningful conversations about how we can move the industry forward, again, for the betterment of all. So community is really fundamental to what we're doing here. And so with all the thanks, I also have two asks. And this kind of reminded me of a quote from John O'Bacon, which is that, community isn't about what you get, it's about what you give. So I'm going to kind of, adapt that quote a little bit and ask for something, but so that we can all receive. Number one, I think there's a lot of great conversation that happened this week. I would love to see it continue. We have a Slack instance associated with transparency.dev. So if you go to the website, there's a link to join that. Many of you are already in that Slack instance. There are plenty of channels to talk about everything from Sunlight to Trillion to research papers to a whole slew of things. So while it's wonderful to be together physically, continuing that narrative in the Slack channel as we go forth and kind of continuing this asynchronously, that's an ask that I have of all of you. And then second is that, we also talked about at a technical level, it takes all of us to be monitors. It takes all of us to be witnesses. It takes all of us to play those roles to keep each other honest. And so, where we see initiatives where, hey, I'm spinning up something new, how could I be a monitor? How could I be a witness? I think, even the Cloudflare example in the last Lightning talk is a great example of, hey, somebody steps up, builds something, as we can continue to do that for each other. Folks will look at that, folks will see it, and want to get more and more engaged. So we have to look out for each other in all of this. So those are the two asks. Again, thanks for coming, and look forward to maybe the next one of these. I don't want to commit the team to it, but hopefully very, very soon, maybe next year we'll try to get everybody back together. But appreciate it. It's been a great week.
Great. Yes, very well said. Yeah, just final thank yous. I really like to thank the video folks. Peter and Gabriella have done a fantastic job recording all the talks. They're already up on the YouTube channel, so not just the live stream, but the individual talks. So let's give a round of applause to Peter and Gabriella.
And last but certainly not least, thank you to Tracy, who has gone out of her way for the last several months to coordinate all of this, all the logistics, and certainly a shout out to the team here at Google as well that helped to pull all this off. But we couldn't have done this without you, Tracy. So thank you so much.
Yes, my pleasure.